Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And today I decided to review a Telugu film. If you've been following the Telugu film industry this year in 2022, it hasn't been great. I mean, if you just would keep a few films out like RRR or Major or even a few others, I think it hasn't been a great year, the one that was expected. And there are many big films that did not do well as well, like Acharya. So, it was so much so, I don't know whether it was due to the OTT, but it may be mostly due to the substandard writing, the Telugu films are known for good mass commercial entertainers. And this year, I think the writing, in most films was a suspect, which in turn resulted in people not going to the audience, to the theater. I can say that because I had watched a lot of Telugu films after they came out on OTT, and I mean it. To be fair, it wasn't great. Just to put it in a nice way, the writing just wasn't there. It wasn't sharp enough. So, yesterday on my site, Popcorn Reviews, I had visited a film called Pakka Commercial, which was just a Pakka disaster. It was very bad. I wanted to make a video on it, but then I just left it. I didn't think it was worth it. But then there was another film, Happy Birthday, a Telugu film, Happy Birthday, that I went in with much skepticism considering the hit rate of Telugu films this year. And I had very little expectations from this film. But I think this was one crazy chaotic comedy that was there. I think it was something that really surprised me. And how, Happy Birthday is the story of a group of criminals who are entangled in a mess created by a minister after he passes a gun law, basically. So there's an imaginary world where guns are legalized, and that's where all the chaos happens at one location. And the story is absolutely crazy. It is silly. It is absurd. But because this is set in a fantasy world, it actually the writers need to be credited here because you do not think about it being far-fetched, because it is an imaginary world and it may not be there in the real life scenario. So I think the writers really need to be credited here for that particular information. I think the screenplay standing at 2.5 hours, I think, is a little too much. But when I started watching it, it actually went off pretty fast. The screenplay was very brisk and fast paced. Right from the first scene, the humor element was there when the quirkiness in the screenplay was very evident from the first scene. So that I felt was very well done. Here there were multiple subplots that are there. Each character has a backstory which made for a very interesting watch, and the humor will make you laugh hysterically, or at least it will make you chuckle. I think that much guarantee I can give, that it will still make you chuckle. And there are many meta references that are there as well, which were very interesting. Like there was this Tiger Shroff reference also. The inspector's name was Tiger Sheriff. You might seem it is lame, but when it is done in the film, I kind of cracked up as well. So that was something that was very interesting. I think if I had to pick one small flaw in the screenplay, I think it was that the writers got a little too overindulgent in the second half. The twists and turns are there, but the multiple subplots just, make it that much more harder to keep pace with the drama, because it is such a fast paced film that it requires some amount of concentration, I would say, to keep track of what is going on, because there are separate subplots that are going on parallelly only to come together right at the end. And the main subplot is pretty simple and evident, that is there, and you will be able to follow that. But the other subplots that are there, featuring multiple characters, I think that is something that maybe went a little overboard with the writers. Maybe it is just me, but I think the twists and turns and the humor is spectacular, and it ends on a ballistic note, almost literally. So I think The screenplay is quite well written, and it is something very different than the other Telugu films that I have watched. This year it is a different take on a mass masala entertainer. It is not exactly your over the yeah, it is over the top, but it has some amount of intelligence to it also. Let's put it this way. So the screenplay is pretty good, and I think the technical aspects also are quite good. The dialogues are witty, and they definitely create an impact. They'll make you laugh. I think the music was trippy, but it could have been a little better. Same with the BGM. I think the BGM again could have been a little better, I feel, for such a film, such a quirky film. But I think the cinematography and art design department really deserves distinction marks here, particularly because I think the use of bright shades of pink to depict certain elements in the screenplay. I think that was something that made it even more trippy, and it added to the ambience of the drama. I think that was really, really well done. Director Ritesh Rana, if you remember his film Mathu Vadarala, so that I actually did not place him initially, but while writing my review on Popcorn Reviews with a double S, go check that out, it's in the description link. I remembered that this name seems a little familiar, and I did a quick check, Google check on who the director is. He is the director of Mathu Vadarala, which film that I'd absolutely loved. I'd watched it during the first lockdown couple of years back. Highly recommend that. That's on Amazon Prime as well. We may talk about that film some other day. So the direction here is, I think, pretty good. He kept all the quirkiness and the humor intact, and it was never a dull moment in the screenplay. It was always moving, and the tone of the drama was consistent throughout. It wasn't silly and then got serious. No, it was light through and through with a lot of quirky humor, dark humor, integrated absurd humor as well. You laugh even at the silliness of it at times, but all in all, it just seemed very well integrated into that world, and I really enjoyed that. And coming to the performances, I think by Satya absolutely cracked me up. His character's name was Max Payne in the film, and he was just outstanding. Every time he came, he just made me laugh. Likewise, Harsha, I think, and Ravi Teja, the scenes that they had together, I think they were absolutely spectacular. There were two characters called Serena and William, which was quite it made me laugh as well, and I think they did a pretty good job as well. I think Priyanka and Ketap Shrinu, I think they were there. But the show actually belonged to Lavanya Tripathi in a dual roles. I think she did spectacularly well. She looks very pretty in the film, and I think she did a pretty good job in the film, I would say. It was a good performance, impactful performance, I would say, in the quirkiness of her individual characters that is there. So do I recommend Happy Birthday? I do recommend it. I think it is a very different sort of a film, especially coming from a Telugu film industry, which has not been doing well lately. So this film is streaming on Netflix. Go check that out and let me know your thoughts on this film. If you've already watched it, let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section. Also, let me know if there are any other films you would want me to recommend or make me want to review those as well. I'm working on a couple of recommendations as well. One of them will come out on Thursday, I would say, and not Thursday. I think one of them will come on probably Friday. Yeah, maybe Thursday and Friday. Let's do it both the days. Two recommendations this week. And please like the video. I'm doing a lot of hard work. If you're liking this video genuinely, please press that like button and visit my site Popcorn Reviews with a double S. The review of Happy Birthday is in the link in the description box below. And yes, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. And thank you for 600 subscribers. The next landmark is 700 subscribers. So let's grow as a family together, and let's keep interacting and just to keep and grow this community slowly, and that will be really helpful. Also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Letterboxd. All the links are in the description box below. So then until next time, thank you so much.